going on? I know you've been asking for it, and here it is, Demo Warlock. In fact, this is going to be a long-ass video, my friends. Long as balls, I tell you. So bear with me on this one. We're going to be rocking and rolling everything to do with the Warlock today. And we're going to be doing the Demo Warlock, and I think we're going to do the Affliction Warlock as well. We can't re-specialize on the beta at the moment, so I can only do 2 of the 3 specs at the moment. Kind of grim, Blizz. Kind of grim. I want to rock everything, but I can't. So, balls to you. I will note, they put MS in my MS. It's currently at 538 home and 478 world. The beta server is lagging to balls. On the live server, I have 70 MS. Damn you, Blizzard. But I will note that only a few minutes ago, that was bright red and showing 3000 MS. We'll see how we get on, if we can do any gameplay or not. Okay, we're going to look at the Demonology Warlock first, because there's so much going on about the Demonology Warlock, guys, and it's been a really exciting time. Especially considering they added in a tank farm and all sorts of various tank stuff. In fact, at the initial launch of the beta, get the hell out of my way, Rusty Proto Drake, I'm trying to look chill. They introduced a lot of taunts, a lot of big threat modifiers, and Warlock tanks were almost as powerful, if not more powerful, than actual tank classes. Why have you put your giant Bregmock right in my view? I'm going to chill over here so I look totally baller. I'm here with my Terror Guard. That's right, my Wrath Guard, should I say. My Wrath Guard, Nixgarath. He's awesome. So we're going to look at what we pick up while we're leveling, and then we're going to go into some sort of detail about the 8,464,372.3 recurring spells that Warlocks currently have on the beta. It's a surprising change, it really is, considering we looked at the Moonkin already. I've looked at a couple of other classes that are going to be coming out for you shortly, and they've all been trimmed back. They've taken everything and brought it all back together, so it's a much more simplified version of playing. However, the Warlock, not the case. They have a billion spells to play with, so we're going to look at them steady, one at a time, preacher style. Let's start with the basics. Let's go into our specialization, Demonology. That's right, we turn into the big badass demon, and that's still in the game, yeah. In fact, you're going to pick this bad boy up at level 10. At level 10, you're going to pick up a Metamorphosis. It's going to cost you 0 Demonic Fury. So before we even get into that, we better talk about this little bar up here. This is our Demonic Fury. We build this by casting spells and abilities while we're not in a Metamorphosis state. When we're not looking totally sick, totally chill, and absolutely chief, we are casting spells and generating Demonic Fury. Then we go and pop our Metamorphosis, and we get a damage boost through the teeth like we normally expect. In fact, this entire tooltip has been crunched. It now says you transform into a demon, increasing your damage dealt by 62.02%. So obviously that is still heavily affected by our mastery. What you will notice is mastery is not listed on this at the moment. Neither is the talents and levels that you pick them up. So I apologise if these are slightly out. Okay, guys? So we pick up Metamorphosis. We turn into a badass, and our mastery buffs that damage. We also get Demonic Fury. Demonic Fury is this new toolbar right at the top, which, let's read it for you. Demonic Fury increases your damage dealt by up to 31% at 500 Demonic Fury. What does that tell you? We want to be above 500 Demonic Fury when we pop our Mater. That's right. Many spells and demon attacks generate Demonic Fury. Soulfire gives us 40, Shadow Bolt gives us 25, Shadow Flame's going to rock in at 15, Corruption's going to give us 12 per tick, Drain Life at 10 per second, and our Hand of Cooldown at 25 per target. Hand of Cooldown has had a massive change, guys, but we will get there. Demonic Leap no longer does damage. Why? Why? I liked it. I liked us rocking in with the Demonic Leap and just going, smash! I'm here. I've arrived in my demon farm. It no longer does damage. It's now literally a short 10-second cooldown movement. Okay, going to get us into melee range because Shadow Bolt gets a massive change while we're in Mazer form. Hand of Gul'dan, no longer casted. It's instant cast. It costs us 5,000 mana with a 40-yard range. It summons a Falling Meteor, dealing damage, Shadow Flame damage after 2.5 seconds, okay? So it deals that damage after 2.5 seconds to all enemies within 6 yards. Targets struck by this are afflicted by Gul'dan's Grasp. You gain a charge of Hand of Gul'dan every 50 seconds. The limit is 3 charges. So if you can see it down here, ballers, I've got 3 of these rather purple-looking rusty testicles. That's going to be your Hand of Gul'dan, and it's got a big 3 underneath it. Let's cast one off. Boom, boom, boom. So that's your new Hand of Gul'dan. It looks pretty cool, actually. It looks very, very nice. But then that's going to rebuild up to give us charges and going to give us all that extra damage. So we're going to be looking to casting that as much as possible, especially in an AoE scenario. Really nice. We then pick up this picture. Look at that. That looks so chill. Our wild imps. We spawn 5 imps from the nether. They cast 10 firebolts apiece. Every 20 seconds, your next shadow bolt will summon a wild imp as well. That's a passive ability that we have all the damn time now. This effect is disabled while on cooldown. Our Demonic Fury. Each firebolt generates 5 Demonic Fury. So 5 times 5, that's 25 Demonic Fury per imp. Per attack of the imps, times 10, 250 Demonic Fury. Nice, nice, nice. Wild imps, pretty dope. They're only on a 1 minute cooldown as well, so we can fire those bad boys off. I need a target. Okay, there's a target. Boom, boom, boom. Imps are plenty. Check those bad boys out, and then they go wild, and they will just start casting. They don't give a goddamn what you're doing. They're going to go mental. So be aware of pre-pulling with those, because they will go a little bit crackers. We also got our Summon Felguard. As per usual, our Felguard comes and rocks the place. No big deal. And you're wondering, dude, that's not a Felguard. Nyx Garath is not a Felguard, so what's up? Well, we'll show you all about that shortly. Nice. Let's jump in our talents. Interesting. Bit annoying, maybe. Let's talk about it. Your first tier is going to be ways of regenerating your health. You have Dark Regeneration, restores 50% of your maximum health and increases all healing received by 25% over 20 seconds. 3 minute cooldown. 3 minute cooldown. This is like a holy shit. This needs to be rescued. I need my health immediately. This is about to give me. I need to be rescued. Holy cow button. Probably brilliant for PvP. Really, really good. Soul Leech, the same as it used to be. Your Shadow Bolt, Soulfire, Demonic Slash, Incinerate, and Malefic Grasp heal you for 10% of the damage dealt. That's really nice, actually. It's just a nice, constant, steady stream of healing. Healers have to worry about us a little bit less. Or you could pick up this AoE spell. Drains the life form from all enemies within 15 yards of the target. Causes shadow damage and restores health while it does it. Let's go check that bad boy out. Let's go to an AoE target so we can make it look totally cool. Now this thing stacks 5 times, guys, and it actually has a graphic that backs that bad boy up. So we go ahead, there we go. That's it going. Then we recast it. It starts getting thicker and thicker and thicker until it's one big juicy green banana of justice. We really, really like that. And you can see it does some damage while it's doing it. Maybe it's not even that bad in AoE. We'll have to check. It's pretty chill. I really, really like it, and it also gives us a little bit of Demonic Fury. Recasting this spell before it finishes boosts the duration by 5 seconds. It's really cool. As you've noticed, my Demonic Fury is now up to 1,000, so I'm ready to pop Mater. So just keep an eye on that kind of stuff for now. We then go into a little bit of a CC tier at level 30. We get Howl of Terror, which again causes 5 enemies within 10 yards to flee for 20 seconds. Damage may cause it to fail. That's okay, same as it used to be. We then change our Death Coil to Mortal Coil. Causes the enemy target to run in horror for 3 seconds. The caster restores 15% of their maximum health. Chill. And Shadow Fury is normal, our AoE stun. 45 gets Soul Link, where we share the damage between us and our demon. Cool, cool, cool. We can recast it to cancel the effect. Something to notice there. It replaces Health Funnel. Okay, you cannot directly heal your pet if you pick up Soul Link anymore. We then get Sacrificial Pact. Your demon sacrifices half its current health to shield its master for 300% of the sacrificed health. Last 10 seconds. 1 minute cooldown. Really, really good for PvE. This is ace. When we're going to be soaking up that massive amounts of damage and all that kind of stuff, we can then use our Sacrificial Pact to just prepare ourselves with a nice big fat shield if we're soaking or any of that kind of nonsense. Where is my man? I know he's here somewhere. Let's pull him back. Where are you, buddy? There you are. How much health have you got? He's got 71k health, or 72 for the sake of argument. And it's going to give us a shield for 300% of that. Nearly 100k shield. Really, really nice, guys. That's pretty cool. The other one is Dark Bargain. Prevents all damage. This is unbelievable. All damage for 10 seconds. Oh, what up, Paladins? Oh, Divine Shield. Prevents all damage for 10 seconds. However, when that shield's going to fade, you're going to get 50% of the damage you prevented is dealt over 20 seconds. So let's say we've got something like Kill Jaden's, I Smash You in the Face and Kill Everything. I think that spell was called Destroy the World or something like that. Even if we absorb that, we're then going to take 50% of Destroy the World over the next 20 seconds. So a little bit careful with that one, but it will keep us alive in a major circumstance. A 3 minute cooldown. Pretty decent. At 60 we get Blood Fear. Consumes 10% of your maximum health to instantly strike fear into the enemy. Another little bit of a CC. Now it actually replaces fear and uses your health. We get Burning Rush. Drains 5% of your maximum health per second to increase your movement speed by 50%. This lasts until cancelled, guys. So we go ahead and we fire it off. We get this lovely movement speed, but you are going to be gibbing your pants. Something to be aware is you will be killing yourself doing this. Let's turn that bad boy off. Go away, go away. Awesome. So there we go. Nice and chill. We got Unbound Will as well. Consumes 20% of your maximum health to purge all magic effects, movement impairing effects, and all effects which cause the loss of control of your character. Essentially a trinket. You're going to sacrifice your health for the sake of a PvP trinket. But notice that it also purges all magical effects. Does this mean dots and debuffs? Most probably. We're going to try that in the dungeon perhaps and see if we can work out on that. At 75 we get some pet stuff. Grimoire of Supremacy replaces your demons with extra super mega super demons of death. These deal a 10% additional damage and have more powerful abilities. As a Demonology Warlock, I quite like that, although there's no real direct bonus to pets anymore. But what we do get now is a Fell Imp. We get a Void Lord. Do you want me to show these guys? I bet you're thinking you want to see him. Okay, the first one is your Fell Guard is replaced by this guy. This is your Wrath Guard. He looks pretty chill. He's got a really solid helmet, and that's what I like about him. Other than his six-pack, I really enjoy his helmet. It's classic, it's nice, it reminds me of Quake. Really good stuff. Let's see if I can... There we go. Summon pets here. So we want to see the Fell Imp. Go, 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 go. Go, Fell Imp, you get out. Wait, there's our Fell Imp. He's just a slightly bigger imp that is now rocking some shades. He's got his Ray-Bans on and a little bit of a goat. Goats are very in fashion at the moment. That's pretty cool. Let's check our Void Lord out. Oh, he's bigger, he's badder, and he's got shoulder pads. That's all it needs. Our Void Walker has now got some American football shoulder pads on. He's ready to rock and roll. He's pretty chill. We now get our Observer, which is a new pet. Someone's an Observer. Come on, Observer. You've seen this before, actually. He's the big, giant Eye of Justice. There he is. He looks mean, doesn't he? Look at that guy. You have to zoom out to get him. He looks like that thing from the Green Lantern movie. I forget his name now. He's like Mastermind or something like that. He looks a little bit like him. He's got a really nice song that's definitely going to be turning all the ladies on. That's the ladies guy right there. We also get Savara, who's another new pet. Come on, Savara. This is going to replace your Suki. There she is, looking hot. She's wearing a thong in the ass area. Booyah! Slap that booty, shake it, and she's going to do some big damage. She's got all those arms and only 2 swords, so we QQ for her. And then, of course, we've got our big guy, our Wraith Guard. It also replaces your Doom Guard, and it replaces your Infernal. Preachy, get your nose. Get it together, Dad. We got our Terror Guard now. We need a target for that. Our Doom Guard is replaced by our Terror Guard. Here he comes. Yo, Terror Guard, what's up? He's just a bigger, badder version of the Doom Guard. Doesn't look too different whatsoever. He looks a little bit more badass, I suppose. Nothing too special there. I don't think I can summon the Infernal now as well. No, target's on cooldown. So we'll summon the Infernal later in the day. Don't you worry about that. But he's just basically a big red Infernal. So those are your new pets that you're going to be picking up, guys. So you know that when you pick up the Grimoire of Supremacy. The Grimoire of Service instantly summon a second demon who fights for 30 seconds. So if you need a super harsh burst effect, super rip at the face, Grimoire of Service might be really useful. Especially if you look at a fight like Spine of Deathwing, where we needed that emergency damage right on the nose, exactly when we needed it. Grimoire of Service is probably going to come into play. Grimoire of Sacrifice. This is taking it back to the old school. This is back to TBC days. We haven't seen Sacrifice Demon for a very long time. A 2-minute cooldown, you instantly sacrifice your demon to gain 15% increased damage and health. It lasts for 15 minutes. This effect is doubled for the first 15 seconds. Summoning another demon cancels the effect. So we've got the sacrificial pet. I imagine the math guys are going to do a lot of work on this one. Is it going to be beneficial to be doing that on certain fights where we can actually rock and roll without a demon? And then every 2 minutes we can pop it and get another 15 to 30% damage bonus. We're going to look at that one. Let the math guys work that out. Our level 90 abilities are all kind of varied, a little bit interesting for definite. Archimonde's Vengeance curses an enemy, causing them to suffer 30% of all damage you take, lasts 10 seconds. A passive ability on it, enemies who attack you suffer 5% of all damage they deal to you. This effect is disabled while it's on cooldown. This is interesting, guys. This is interesting because if we're taking a ton and a ton of damage, is this going to be really overpowered? We'll have to wait and see. I'm very wary when they put in abilities that reflect on damage being taken, being reflected back. It needs to be controlled. Let's see how it works out on that one. Kil'jaeden's cunning, should I say. You can cast and channel while moving for 10 seconds, which is nice. However, passive. You can cast and channel while moving, but doing so increases the cast time or channel period by 50% and reduces your movement speed by 30%. Don't like that. If I need to move, I want to move as quickly as possible, and I want to fire off something pretty much instant cast while I'm doing that. Watching out on that one, it seems pretty shit to the Preacher Man. I've got to be honest, guys, that sounds pretty gash. Manoros Fury, increase the radius of your non-talent area of effect spells by 200%. That needs work. That's fucking boring. Oh my god. That's so boring. What the hell, Blizz? That's boring as shit. So bad. Whatever. Let's jump into our glyphs. Nothing great for demonology, gotta be saying. Burning Embers, Conflagrate, and all this stuff is all for destruction. We've got the glyph of demon hunting, which is our dark. It's going to be a buff, or it grants us the dark apotheosis. I think I've said that right. The dark apotheosis transformation, which is this one here. It's a tank form. This is your tank form. It's actually separate from metamorphosis. Demon form, its damage taken is reduced by almost 20%. Now that's a 17.82%, so I assume Mastery is making the bonus to damage taken reduction. And our threat is increased by 500%. So this is our tanking form. In addition, Soul Shatter now taunts a target. Twilight Ward will absorb all schools of magic. And Demonic Slash is shorter range and now generates Fury. So essentially, while doing this, we actually stay demonic form, okay? We stay permanently in that form. It's not a huge damage bonus, but here we can go. You can see it's not exactly losing threat. So if we fire off our big AoE, we can actually build. This is our Immolation Aura now. Looks exactly like Hellfire, but we're actually regenerating our Demonic Fury. You see that up here while we're in this form? So we're constantly staying in this form, and we're now doing some nice big AoE. There's the lag I was talking about. Oh, we've gone red. We're now on nearly 1,200 MS on the world. This is the beta lag for you guys. So that's that glyph there. Demon Training. Now I've picked this up as well. Improves your demon's special abilities. It reduces the cast time of its Firebolt time by 50%. Increases your Voidwalker tank pet health by 20%. Your sucky damage. Sucky Thailand damage. Also removes all damage over time effects from the target. When your Fell Hunter uses Devour Magic, you will also be healed for that amount. What? I assume that's if you're like dispelling something like corruption or something like that. That's a really badly worded spell. And increases the number of targets hit by your Felguard's Legion Strike by 1. That's what we want to pick it up for, especially for our 5-mans where we're doing some nice big AoE damage. We're going to go ahead and pick that bad boy up. Let's go ahead and jump out of this farm briefly. Demonic Circle, reduce the cooldown, drains soul, refers, blah blah blah, gives you some mana, fear, boring, Hellstone, boring, life tap, reduces the global cooldown of it, Shadow Flame gives the slow, great, Soul Shard, Soul Swap again is for Affliction, not interested, UA is for Affliction, and that's it. So essentially for Demonology Warlocks we got a little bit screwed on the talent, on the glyphs I think, on the important glyphs. So we got the tanking glyph, we got the life tap glyph, and we got the demon training glyph, which is, it's fine, I suppose. Would have liked to have seen something a little bit more interesting, I suppose. Going into the minor glyphs, which is supposed to be the fun ones. Carrion Swarm, no longer knocks targets back. Enslaved Demon, boring. Felguard. Your Felguard will equip a random two-handed axe, sword, or polearm from your backpack. So we can equip some weapons and have a little bit of stylish fun with that. That's quite cool. Health Funnel. Your Health Funnel instantly restores 15% of your demon's health, but has a 10-second cooldown. Nightmares, your Felsteed and Dreadsteed can cross water while running and leave a trail of flames. Oh, what up, badass glyph. That one's cool. We like that one. Mana reduction. Splits your Shadow Bolt into 3 smaller attacks. Does exactly the same damage as it says on the tin, but we have picked this one up because you guys will want to know what it looks like. And it looks pretty chill, actually. Here we go. Woo, look at that. We like that. Let's see if we can get a more camera, fantastic view. Yeah, that looks pretty chill. Let's go higher again for that one. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It's wavy, it's special, we like it. So there's your glyphs, guys. Nothing amazing, gotta say. Nothing amazing, but let's get into the important stuff. This spell book, that's right, 4 pages of spells. There's so much going on here, guys. And some of these have been broken down into micro menus as well. In fact, our passive abilities go into multiple pages as well. So much going on, guys. It's going to take me a little while to get through, but we're going to enjoy it. We're going to talk about it. Auto attack, of course we know what that is. Bane of Doom still does what it says on the tin. What we should note is when Bane of Doom deals damage, it has a 20% chance of adding a wild imp. Everlasting Reflection, oh, we haven't picked that up, so it doesn't matter. Banish an elemental. Burning Rush, we talked about, we picked that up in our talents. Command Demon, now this used to be Demonic Empowerment. This has now been changed to Command Demon. This Command Demon ability allows your pet to do their most powerful ability. Whereas we used to have a separate binding for Fellstorm, for our Felguard, they've just created this ability now which will do what you want it to do. So if you have the Wrathguard out, it will do the Wrathstorm, Felguard, Fellstorm. Observer will do his Optical Blast. Savara will have a Fell Lash. Voidlords will disarm, interesting. And Fellant will be the Cauterized Master Gangster from our Fell Imp. So if every pet now has a unique signature ability, and all we need to do now is prop our Command Demon. Where's our guy? Let's go and stick him over here for visual effect. Get over there, buddy. Yeah, and then we can just pop that ability. Then we'll lag for quite a few seconds. Then he'll go ahead and do his Fellstorm. Woo, exciting stuff. Corruption does the same. Notice Immolate is gone now, Demolocks. Immolate is gone. Hand of Gul'dan is now just a separate spell on its own that just does some damage. We've got Curse of Enfeeblement is back. It used to be Curse of Exhaustion, but it's now been all summed up into one. Binds the target in demonic energy, reducing physical damage by 20% and increasing their cast time of all spells by 30%. So Curse of Tongues is gone. Curse of Weakness is gone. It's now just Curse of Enfeeblement. We're happy with that. Curse of Elements does what it does. 5% increased damage now. If you're in demo form, let's see if we can switch to demo form. That will actually change to the Aura of Elements. Curses all the targets within 20 yards. So if we need that big AoE curse, we can go ahead and do that now, okay? Notice, yes, that when we go into demonic form, all our abilities start changing. That's on cooldown, I'll show you again. Dark Apotheosis. Dark Apotheosis, a tank form. Dark Intent is here. It's instant cast. Infuses all party and raid members with Shadow, increasing their spell power by 5%. Thank you, Lord! Dark Intent is now just a raid-wide buff. Balls to people whispering you all the damn time about that. Bye-bye. Dark Soul, still a DPS cooldown, a 2 minutes cooldown. This now gives a flat bonus. It's called Dark Soul Knowledge. Your soul is infused with demonic knowledge, increasing your mastery by 30. So we get a 30 mastery gain by popping our Dark Soul. It no longer has any effect on your demon. If you are a Demonology Warlock, this is what it does. End of story. It boosts your mastery. It boosts a decent stat for you. That's fine. Demonic Circle. We talked about Demonic Leap. No longer does damage, guys. Enslaved Demon is still in. I have Kilrog is still in. Fear is still in. Fell Flame is still in. It now increases the duration of Corruption, not Immolate. Something to note there, guys. Hand of Gul'dan, we talked about that. Harvest Life, we did the demonstration on that as well. Health Funnel is in there. Hellfire is still there. Now, unlike in Cataclysm, when you have Hellfire on your bars, like I've got it on F1 there, there's my normal Hellfire. Go ahead and cancel that. When we switch over to Demo Farm, that will instantly just change to Immolation Aura, so we can just go ahead and do that, okay? No big deal at all. One thing to note, Immolation Aura costs 450 Demonic Fury. That's a lot. It instantly drains half your Demonic Fury bar. So be aware, if you're going to pop that for the AoE, you probably got it anyway. It does shitloads of damage, guys. It's so fucking cool. I love it. Oh, look at the lag catch up. That's funny. Life Tap, same as always. Meta, we know what that is. Mortal Coil, that's our Death Coil. Woo, there you go. Just has a nice purpley look to it. Ray of Twilight, this is interesting. It deals 11,000 Shadow Flame damage to all enemies in 40-yard line, increasing the duration of Corruption. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pop that. It's, where did I put it? Oh, it's gone now, because I'm not in demon form. Well, fuck you then. I'll show you that in a second, guys. I'm going to fire off some Shadow Bolts while I'm talking. That's the best way of doing it. Ritual of Souls is still there. Ritual of Summoning is still there. Rocket Barrage is still there. Rocket Jump. Sacrificial Pact is the cooldown we picked up. We've only got Shadow Bolt now. No Incinerate. We don't even have the choice to do Incinerate anymore, guys. That is out. Don't worry about it. It's gone. No big deal. Shadow Flame is still in the game. It generates Demonic Fury, guys. Pretty good. Generates some Demonic Fury, and when we're in Demon form, it actually does a huge Shadow Flame. You get this giant shadowy head. Pretty decent. Soulfire. Burn the enemy's soul. This always crits and generates 40 Demonic Fury. However, it's only beneficial from what I can tell when we are in our execute phase of Decimation. When we're at that below 25%, we get Decimation and we can we can start chain firing soulfires one after the other right into the face of the target. I was going to show you the line. Let's do that. Go ahead, demon form. Go. Oh, I'm lagging. That's what's happening there. Come on, lag. What are we up to? Still on 1420. Lag, lag, lag. Come on, man. There we go. Okay, now we're in demon form. Where did it go? Do. Come on. Where we go? Ray of Twilight. There it is. See? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's like this weird laser beam. But that will hit all targets in a line. So if I come to here, while I'm still in this form, there you go over, you will see that it'll actually go through everything. See that? It's hitting every target in a row. It's pretty cool. I wish it gave corruption. That would be nice, because I kind of want to put corruption on everything. And then I want to move around to do my Ray of Twilight. That's a little bit fidgety. A nice idea. Very nice idea. And perhaps it's going to do awesome amounts of damage. Well, yet to be seen. Yet to be seen, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Where are we? Soulfire Soul Shatter does what it does, reduces threat. We've got the new Summon Abyssal. I can show you that now. We've had the cooldown. Looks pretty good, right? And we've lagged again. Awesome. Summon Demon, Summon Terror. Twilight Ward is now our new defensive cooldown. 30-second cooldown. Absorbs 28,511 shadow or holy damage. Be aware from them holy pallies coming raping your face. Unending Breath. Unending Resolve. 3-minute cooldown, costs 10,000 mana. Your Warlock hardens his skin, reducing all damage taken by 50% and preventing his spells from being interrupted for 12 seconds. One to watch out for, PvPers. They now have a shield wall. Our Warlocks have a shield wall. That's pretty cool. We also have Wild Imps. And the last ability we're going to get at level 88 is Demonic Gateway. Creates a gateway. Stepping between the gateways transports members backwards and forwards. Could be really good for some PvE stuff. I really like the idea of that. In our passive abilities, guys, we've got pages and pages of passive abilities. Again, getting through all this stuff, we've got Demonic Fury, which we've talked about. Decimation is now just a passive ability we pick up. The cast time of your Soulfire spell is reduced by 50%. If Soulfire hits a target above 25% health, the cast time will be doubled for 30 seconds or until it hits a low health target. So we have some weaving to do there, because it always crits. Now we get this 27-second Decimation debuff. Our spell cast time has been increased by 100%. We need to watch that, guys, so we want to be weaving in a Soulfire every time that debuff has run out, pretty much. Demonic Rebirth. If your Summon Demon dies, you gain the Demonic Rebirth effect, so we don't need to automatically cast it. It's an instant summon from our dead pets. Really cool. Fell Armor is now passive, guys. Don't need to worry about it, but it no longer really generates... it doesn't generate any sort of spell damage. What they have done to pad this out is all the abilities your pets get are now in the passive. So we've got Fell Hunter, Devour Magic, Spell Lock is all in here as well. Blood Pact, Imp Flee, escapes the Master, Flee removes stuns and bonds, all this kind of stuff. Single Magic, grants your Imp the ability to cast Singe Magic. Burns harmful magic off the target ally, removing a harmful spell. Purge, very nice. And all your other succubus stuff is all buried into here now, guys. It's all buried into your passive tree. That's a summary of the Warlock. I know it's a long one, guys, but we're going to try and jump into a dungeon now. Hopefully I can pull off some little play for you. That would be really nice. I'll catch you shortly.